Alright, you guys, I'm back with another video. This one is called Watching Shoes once again. The watch is going to be Invicta. You let me know if you can find the second hand on this one. That skeletonized setup is really making it hard to locate the second hand. If you can, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. The shoes, very standard African attire for the house. Very comfortable. They've lasted years, no issues. Today I'm going to walk you through African American Ugali. I've been in Kenya for years off and on, and I eat the white Ugali and the brown Ugali, no problem, very enjoyable. One thing I've always asked for years is why no seasoning on the Ugali? So today I'm going to make African American seasoned Ugali. It's basically Ugali with some comedy or Ugali with a little bit of twist. So if you got a good sense of humor, continue watching the video. Let's go here. I'm going to bring the camera with me. Here's the setup. Get that going and a little bit of water. I don't need a lot of water. Very little bit. Just a one serving of, let's see here, get this going. Okay, got that fire going. I'm gonna bring that water to a boil. Also with this Ugali, I'm gonna add some sausages. That's what this pan is for. And I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese to the Ugali. I think this is a cardinal sin. That's why I said you're going to need a sense of humor because, like I said, I've never seen anyone, even though they may. I've never been to all the restaurants in Kenya or Nairobi or all over Kenya, but I've not seen anyone add seasoning to the Ugali, and it's just a running joke that I have because all over the world, Africans are known for seasoning. You know, spices, seasoning. Doesn't matter what part of the world. I think you can go to India and locate an African group of people and they'll have seasoning in their food. Doesn't matter. China, obviously the US, so Asia, the Americas, and all over Africa. Seasoning is such a huge ordeal and a sense of pride in seasoning your stuff the best. So Ugali, fufu, and that is one of the heart of seasonings over there in West Africa. Pop, I think it's called in South Africa. The U.S. is called grits. But yeah, everywhere else it's, well, I can't say everywhere else. Everywhere where Ugali, pop, and fufu, there's no seasoning. It's just, you grab it and you mix it with something that's really well seasoned usually, like a soup or a stew. But in the U.S., we missed the boat on that one. Maybe the whole, I'm not sure. I've been all over South America, and I don't remember grits in South America. So I definitely don't remember pop or fufu or ugali. It may exist. I haven't been everywhere in the world, but I've been a lot of places in South and Central America, as well as the Caribbean. And I know we have dumplings. And dumplings can be seasoned, but that's more flour and more like bread. So yeah, as far as eating ugali consistently, it reminds me so much of grits. And our grits unseasoned will be a head scratcher. At a minimum, it's salt and pepper and butter probably, at a minimum. So yeah, this will be my African American version of Ugali. So to start, we are using maize flour. Just your typical Ugali ingredient. Just maize flour. Not really going to measure that. We're going to whisk it. We're going to whisk it into the boiling water. Looks like the water is ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to that water. Should do it, be fine. Actually gonna add a little bit of oil to the water just to make sure we don't have any sticking going on. Some really easy sticking solution is just a little bit, not a lot, just a wee bit of oil, a drop will do you. And then we're just gonna sprinkle. I may have to set this phone down, and because this is gonna require me to use the whisk and make sure I stir that really well. But it's like a 3-minute process. So it'll be a phone down for about three minutes. So as you can see, just sprinkle that in lightly, but you will need to whisk it. Let me go ahead and get my whisk going. Set this here so you can see. That's it. You're just gonna make sure you whisk it. Keep out the lumps. Some people, when making African American ugali, actually enjoy lumps. And a lot of people feel like if you had lumps, you didn't know what you were doing. It just depends. As a kid, I actually thought it was like a nugget of gold if there was a lump or two in there, or 3. Especially when people add sugar to their African American ugali. I'm actually going to turn the heat down. This is actually boiling too quick. I'll turn the heat way down. With the amount of ugali I added, maize flour ugali, it's already just about done. Basically needs to heat. If I wasn't making the video, I actually would have been whisking while pouring it in. That would have stopped the clumps whatsoever. There's no way for the clumps to form if you whisk while pouring it in. I'm going to bring the phone back so you can see the consistency that we're going for. And we're back. This is the consistency. We are just about done with African American ugali in Kenya. I'm actually in Kenya right now, which is why I have access to the maize flour. You can see a few lumps in there. Would have been avoided, like I said, had I not been holding the phone in one hand and pouring in the other. I would usually have whisked the water as the ugali is going in. But for this demonstration, it's okay. As I said earlier, it's not a big deal for me to have a lump or two. Never has been, but I get it if people don't want to see a lump or two in their ugali. And we are done, party people. We're all the way done. So I'm gonna cut up this sausage, and I'm gonna use this extremely hot pan to, saute it, char it a little bit. Probably add that to the ugali. I can actually turn the heat off on this one. We are completely done with this ugali. Does that look like some good ugali or what? African American ugali. They say we're a little weird. But you can't have a fear of trying new things. That's how I come to like ugali. Definitely didn't grow up on it. I mean the genuine ugali. I did not grow up on that, but I stomach it, no problem. So you just pour this over your cheese in the bowl, and that's gonna melt beautifully. Obviously, if I didn't have my other hand occupied with a cell phone, I would scoop the rest of this out with the spatula. But since I'm occupied, that'll be that. Now, on top of this African American ugali, you want to also add your pepper. And you do also want to, let me switch this phone now. You want to, how do I switch it? I don't see the switch option. But you want to also add a little bit of butter. A little bit of butter on there. Just a dab of butter. And there you have it. We'll add a little bit of sausage when I finish sauteing the sausage. And that'll be your African-American ugali. It's delicious. Feel free to try my recipe. If you're in Kenya and you have access to maize flour or ugali flour, maize version. Thanks for watching another episode of Watch and Shoes. I hope someone will give me in the comment section whether they like their version or not. Talk to y'all later.